Hello traders, it's Nikos here, and I hope you have a great weekend. We're going to do our weekly analysis and outlook. Again, sorry I didn't send out videos lately, but we are back on track. Our complete trader program is ready to go. I will tell you after the analysis. So now we have time to focus again on our setups and trades in our live room. Okay, there we go. The Euro US dollar on the weekly chart, still a powerful uptrend. A lot of support here, as you can see, and we can also see our first white candle. This candle is breaking the 223 line. That means it bounced a major support and now it looks like it wants to go higher. So this was a very important candle, this weekly candle, and this is telling us the price wants to go up for now at least. What we still need is a confirmation on the lower time frames so we can target, we can look for new longs. If you're not already long using lower time frames, we want to check for daily and 4 hourly setups to target the high at 1.3890. 139, and of course in extension, if I go back to the monthly chart, we can target later on the 142 area, and of course if the trend is strong it could be also the 149 area, but of course that's not for tomorrow. Just looking at the big picture. So on the 4 hourly chart, what we now need is a good setup. That means ideally retracement and then a setup according to the rules to take the longs. Okay, if not, if the price gets back into this area on the daily chart, if it goes back into this wedge, okay, then we leave it. We don't trade at all. Only day traders and scalping traders could look for shorts to target the lows down here again. Now the USDCHF, yes, of course, it's short after this daily 1, 2, 3, but I don't like this whole range here because we have multiple areas of support. We have areas where the price is right now. We have support down here, so it's squeezed in an area of about 300 pips. I would only look for setups after the price is reaching support and bouncing on it, or reaching resistance and bouncing on it. Okay, not in between. You want to protect yourself. Don't get caught in the middle of this here. It's trouble usually. Okay, cable, it broke out. I mean, it touched support. We had a major support line coming from the weekly chart. Horizontal support, it bounced on it. We had NFP news, and this was really powerful. Price went up already about 400 points, and as you can see on the 4 hourly chart, it just after NFP down here is just going up and up and up. No retracement yet. So what we want to see is a retracement here. The price has to come back and find support at least up here. It would be best if the price can stay over resistance. It can go down to here, but it has to bounce and go back up to and confirm the longs there. Okay, if you don't get it on the 4 hourly chart, of course, for swing traders, a big daily retracement and then a break. Okay, day traders, of course, can take advantage of bigger retracements on the lower time frame after the break of the 36 EMA, lower highs, lower lows, and then targeting the support line. Of course, using the lower time frame combinations, 4 hourly or 1 hourly, 5 minute for instance. Okay, now the euro yen, still trouble. We said yes, this is a wedge. It looks like a short, but the main trend is long, and because the space between support and resistance is too small, we didn't get a good candle, so no entry for now. This is ranging. We need to see the price really going up or down. Ideally, if it's going up, would be best, because still look at the weekly chart. This is an uptrend. Very important that you watch the higher time frames. the higher time frames are telling you what's really going on. Everything else is too much noise. Okay, and then you can go down to the lower time frames, look for shorts or longs. If you get good setups over here, look for longs. Below here, look for shorts, and then target weekly chart support areas, horizontal support areas. Okay, now GBPJPY, more or less the same story. You had long setups before the resistance, you had long setups afterwards, but it's not moving much right now. On the daily chart, it could be a continuation of the main trend. Remember, on the weekly chart, it's a huge weekly 1, 2, 3, but we still have room for the price to move down and reach the support line coming from the weekly chart here, and that could be another 600 pips. So be careful here. If you're not already in, now wait for the higher time frame confirmation, especially for swing traders. Wait for the price to retrace, to take a breather, and if that previous resistance line or area now is acting as support, and you can see a bounce here, you can go for longs and target the highs at 173 or even 174 and 5. Okay, but if it's going back down here, then you have to look for shorts. You can use the 5-minute entry in combination with a 1 hourly lower high and lower low and target the support line here or an extension down here. But that's about it. And if it's not going anywhere, you just it's just ranging here, you don't do anything, you just wait for the direction, like always. USD yen, here we got a bounce and we already got an entry. This was not a good candle. A good entry candle was an aggressive one because the price did not close according to the rules, but aggressive or lower time frame entries are allowed. And then you can target, of course, down here the support. If the price bounces here, of course, then you trade the range. Otherwise, you wait for this break and the setup over here to go long and then target the highs. Yeah. Also a look at gold. I'm waiting for this scenario or a bounce. That means if the price stops here and goes down, then it's still squeezed between this wedge, and that would mean that I stay out. But if it breaks and I get a setup on the at least the 4-hourly daily chart, ideally, then I would go for longs and target 1,546, 47 area. Again, major resistance up here. Of course, we have some trouble up here, close to 1,425, but long term would be here. If that's not happening, I won't touch it. And if the price breaks support, then we can only look for longs, shorts below here. Australian dollar, US dollar, a swing short trend, of course, here, very powerful short trend. The price is retracing right now, and we have still about 200 pips before it's reaching the 36, a major resistance. But on the daily chart, if you look, broke the line. So right now the pressure is there for longs, and have fun with the longs. So far we got already some good entries here on the 4-hourly. Now it's getting slower, so we need that higher high on the chart. As long as the support line holds, great. Still longs. If it breaks, forget about the longs, and only aggressive shorts below here to target the previous resistance line. USDCAD is still long. We had a lot of entries. Now it retraced nicely and is sitting on the 36 EMA. So if it breaks, day traders would target this line after good setups. Long traders and swing traders would look for green candle here that breaks this line, and then it would go long to target the high here. Of course, an extension targets from the monthly chart, actually the 1.14 area, previous resistance coming back from far away. But ideally, sorry, I take you to up here, previous resistance, support and resistance here at 117 would be a good target. You also have the 200 EMA acting as resistance there. So for swing traders, good luck. And the Dow bounced on major support coming from the weekly chart on the 200 EMA, a classic bounce trade setup. It broke resistance now and moved above. As you can see on the daily chart, if this is trending, sometimes you don't even get retracement. So bounce trades are good on the Dow on the daily chart. And now you need to wait for setup, at least on the 4-hourly chart, again over here to look for new longs. Okay, and don't forget your resistance area up here and up here. The highest point is 1,600 what something, 16606. Okay, the highest point that you could target if you want to look for new longs, but I would really wait for some setups on the lower time frames. Okay, we still have GBPCAD. Some traders are in here since summer last year and autumn, and we have they have reached 2,000 and 2,500 pips, especially the entries down here did almost hit the 2,000 pips level, like 1,900 something. Price retraced, but as you can see, our powerful support line at 36, it's bouncing again. And as I mentioned last time, if it really moves up, if it breaks here, we'll probably reach the resistance quickly, and it looks like it. You see, since the bounce, this pair moved up another 450 points. So well done for all traders that had the patience to wait for this big retracement and also reinstated the positions up here. Target, of course, the highs, the previous highs in extension again, the 1.92 area after the break of the 633. That could be another 800-900 pips, and all in all, this would be then, if it's really reaching up here, almost 3,000 pips trade for the remaining positions. So great stuff. Canadian dollar, yen, if that is breaking our 2 to 3 line here, the price will reach the 633, and if the candle is closing, it closed down here. If it's opening, I mean, on Sunday night, it's moving lower. You can look for lower time frame entries like 4-hourly, 1-hourly, 5-minute combinations, for instance, and target the 633 for now. And on the weekly chart, the 200 EMA. So with other words, you have a target of about 400 pips. It will also reach the lows from February 2013 last year. Okay, so good luck. These are the most important pairs that we are watching. We're looking for setups there to reinstate or to manage existing positions. I hope that was helpful, and as I said, the complete trader program is out, and I will send emails later on because we have a very special offer for you, and I hope you like it. Okay, catch up with you soon. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the live room on Tuesday.